Hey, what is going on guys, it's PowerGaming here and we finally have got a gameplay video for Identity. This is the housing customization video and pretty much it's The Sims on steroids. I'm going to leave the link to the original video below if you want to have a look at it in full, but today I am going to run through the video finding things that we may have missed. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So straight off, the video starts off with the elevator doors opening with another player on the other side of the doors. Now bear with me here, but this could mean that housing is fully open. Now what this means is you won't have to go through any loading screens and you're still essentially in the open world. All that you'll need to do is enter your apartment complex, go to the elevator and pick a floor to go to, and then you're in your apartment. Also, on this floor there's quite clearly other apartments here, so this will mean that you will see other players wandering around. This could also have the possibility of you being able to infiltrate other people's apartments by picking the lock and stealing from them. It probably won't be a thing, but if the devs wanted to add it into a test environment, they already have the framework here to do so. Next we get to see the third person camera used, and pretty much it's a third person camera. It's pretty cool if you want to get a larger view of your surrounding area, but personally I won't be using this that much. First person is where it's at for me. Oh, also the animations aren't final, they are just placeholder and they are subject to change. Now we are entering the apartment, and can I just say how beautiful the lighting and shadows are. I mean, just look at it. This gets me very excited to see the outdoor aspects of the game, especially at sunset or at night time. Moving on here, Paratus decides to kick a football or a soccer ball for all you Americans. Now I'm bringing this up because they did say they were adding sports into the game like football or soccer. I wonder if you can kick the ball with different strengths, depending on how fast you run at it. Paratus ran up to it here and stopped as soon as he kicked it, causing it to chip up into the air. If this is a thing, it's such a simple but welcomed addition. I can see a lot of people playing sports in this game professionally as a way to earn money. This is one of the things I'm personally very excited for, and it's video streaming. The sole reason I am excited for this is because of the potential of content creators that are on YouTube or Twitch to get noticed. I mean, could you imagine someone making a full-on film in Identity and it gets shown off in cinemas or on the game's intranet? The potential for people to get known inside of the game just for their content creation skills is astonishing. And the fact that they could get exposure for what they do outside of the game is awesome. And I can see a lot of YouTube careers taking off just from this game. This correlates to streaming too. Imagine someone on Twitch streaming the game on a popular server. They could create a news channel for that server and report on incidents in game as they are happening. The same thing could be used for radios. Actual song creators could showcase their music to people in an incredibly easy way. And if there's going to be 300 people to a server and 100 people hear your song, you could have well made 100 new fans. This is by far one of the things I am most excited to see, and if you are a small content creator you should be too, because this could be your way of getting yourself out there. A really cool thing here about the radio is the sound. Again, bear with me, sound in Identity is affected by objects around you. This is otherwise known as reverb. So if you say had nothing in your house, for example, like it is being shown here, the sound from the radio will echo, but if you have various objects around the house then it would sound a lot more normal.
Now, like I said, everything in here can be modified and upgraded. Almost every component, even the window trim, the window itself, your ceiling, all of the floors.
You can probably tell that there is binaural audio, which is 360 degree sound. Voice over IP works in the same way. When you talk to someone in a room, people outside of that room shouldn't be able to hear you at all, and if they do, then you will sound muffled to them. This is a very good change coming over from Armor, because the direct chat system in that game was okay, but you could hear people who were like 10 stories above you, and that really killed the immersion. We are now getting onto the actual customization, and there is literally so much you can do. You can change pretty much every aspect of your house in any way possible. I'm going to shut up for a minute here and let Paratus show you the customization, because it is pretty self-explanatory.
Now, like I said, everything in here can be modified and upgraded. Almost every component, even the window trim, the window itself, your ceiling, all of the floors, your furniture that's fixed, countertops, appliances, cabinets. Just about everything you can see can be swapped out. So let's get started here. I'll show you how it works on walls. First we choose a covering, wallpaper, let's go some simple paint. And
I love that you can customise colours in a colour wheel or a colour square as we see here. It lets us make our homes truly unique.
We can choose what we want this paint to look like, any color there is. Go with a little green. I'm not an interior decorator, I don't know what I'm doing here. We choose a trim. Now these trims all have to be acquired, you have to buy these out in the world. These are the few options I have, some crown molding, and we can apply just this wall, the whole room, or the entire apartment. There it is, applied all the way throughout. Let's change the flooring here, get rid of this laminate. I like dark hardwoods myself, walnut.
For the flooring you can have carpet, as you can see in the UI here. I'm just going to presume that you will be able to change the colour of the carpet, but don't quote me on it. Just really quick here, I must say that the UI is actually really nice and clean, and later we will see a selection wheel which looks pretty good. And I think that's how the inventory management will work, by selection wheel or by using an inventory version of this UI. Also to note that this UI is also subject to change and will look a lot better in the final version.
And that's throughout the whole apartment. Now the kitchen needs something a little different though, so we can change just that room alone. Put those tiles back in. There we go. And let's get rid of this popcorn ceiling. It's a little outdated. Paint that white and put it all throughout. Now it's starting to look a little bit better already. It's time to put some furniture in here. See, we have a sofa, leather sofa. I have mostly traditional kind of furniture selected here as a kind of...
Right, so furniture placement, there's only one gripe I actually have for this, and it's not having a grid system to place objects, instead of just using free placement and free rotation. I think having these options there for people who want a bit more of a symmetrical building system would go a long way.
A thing I like, but there's all kinds of different styles available for you. Now, almost every one of these items are crafted and customized. That sofa that you see there, it can be made in leather, different colors of leather, fabric, all sorts of different ways. It's up to the designer. And this is a bookshelf is sort of a special container, so it can hold items like other things, but really it only holds books. And what's cool is when you put books in there, they're actually visible right on there. And just now, notice how this can't be placed anywhere except near that power receptacle.
Two things I really like here. First thing is a really small detail, and it doesn't really matter that much, and that is seeing your hands and your body moving when you walk. I do like to know that I am a human being and not just a floating camera. Second is this. You have to have electrical powered objects next to a power outlet. I think it's genius, and that's like the most simple addition ever. We're looking at a really small aspect of the game that already trumps games like The Sims.
Now let's just fill in a little more furniture. Dining area over here will make it look a little more complete. So we have dining tables, and that's going to need a chair too. Now, like I said, most of this is crafted and customized by people, so when you order something, if it's online and not in a store, you have to have it delivered to your house. That means a transportation corporation or someone with the right job will actually bring it to your address and deliver it right into your house. If you have the right vehicle, you can do it yourself. Now this light attached to a certain socket, like this. There's a special item that can only go in a certain spot, and they'll change the look of the whole area.
Again, just look at that lighting. All of the development pictures weren't lying when we saw how good they looked.
And now we can turn this on too because it's connected to the wall. That. So if someone's delivering it, you can use your peephole to see who's there.
You see, this peephole edition is really interesting because it does make me think that you could possibly get undesirables trying to break into your home. And this peephole is used as a way for you to see if someone is a threat or not. Either way, it's cool just for seeing who has arrived at your house.
Make sure that they're not someone that you want to keep out of your apartment. Let's go down to this bedroom over here. Now it looks like this bedroom needs a bed. Let's toss one in here quickly. You can actually lie down on this bed too. There, that's much better.
The closet system is actually pretty identical to how it works in GTA, meaning that you never have to lose your clothes, which I'm really happy about, because the times I had to rebuy clothes in Altus Life was extremely annoying.
Now here's your closet. Your closet works as sort of a bank for your clothing, so you never really lose clothing once you bought it. It will always be available here if you want to come back to your home and change it out. Let's give this place a little bit more of a comfort.
So yes, customizing the colour of carpet is definitely confirmed. You can see when Paratus clicks on the carpet, the customise button is lit up to signify that it can well be customised.
Bedroom look. Some Berber carpet, only in this room. And we'll change the walls to, say, some wallpaper and some different trim on top. And just this room. And there we go. This looks much better. A lot more comfy now. And like I said, almost everything's interactive. So when we use this canvas, we can actually...
Look at the shadows here again. You can see the dynamic hair tech being used. You can see each individual strand of hair, which is kind of a useless feature, but it really isn't because the immersion factors have hit an all-time high. I must admit though, this tech is pretty goddamn cool.
Paint on it. Now, I am not an artist. When you paint on these canvas...
So here, if you have a really good eye, you can see the brush thickness getting smaller, so you will actually be able to add intricate details to paintings in Identity.
You can do all sorts of things with it. First of all, you can just keep it for yourself, you can hang it on your wall, you can add a frame to it, or you could sell it. You could sell it on the market, and if you think you're really good, you can submit it to an art gallery. Anyone off the street can just walk in, see your art, and buy it right there out of the gallery. I am probably not quite good enough for that. As you can see right here with my art skills, I'll just make a little man here. Here's Happy. And just need some arms and a little bit of hair. There we go. There, perfect. That's a masterpiece right there. So if I hold down my action key, I can choose to take it away. And now it's actually an item in my furniture inventory. Now, art like this too can be reproduced. You can have prints done, but the original will always be shown as the original piece. So it's probably going to be a little bit more value for good. All right. Perfect. That is beautiful. Another important thing over here is your computer. And computers are quite a bit like the smartphone you have in game, but it can do a few more things.
The computer is really interesting because this will be where you do most things financially. So here you have an in-game version of Facebook. That'll be interesting to see working. You have your bank account details, your messenger, the stock market, real estate, and live radio. I have an idea how most of these things will work. The bank account will just show your bank balance, it's pretty obvious. The stock market will probably look like the GTA stock market, or if they are going for something more in-depth, they will try and recreate an Identity version of Trading 212 or something. Real estate will just have houses and apartments listed on the site, and the live radio is again self-explanatory. Oh, also, by the way, Motan is doing some really sneaky stuff here, cooking some meth. Good job, Motan.
So you can watch live streams, you can play games that are made just for the in-game computer. There's a functional internet that is embedded right into the game.
Oh my god, guess just what got confirmed. Manual transmissions. Thank you very much, dev team, for this. You listened. I really don't care if you spelled acceleration wrong here because we have been given manual transmissions. I mean, a lot of people will probably use an automatic transmission, but I won't be. I'll be doing some major gear shifts, do a bit of drifting, maybe a bit of rev bouncing. Probably will blow the engine, but that doesn't matter. We have manual transmissions.
And if you are too poor for a computer of your own, you can always go to an internet cafe. And that covers the features as they stand right now for the apartment.
And that's it for the rundown of the video. I have got to give it to the dev team for this. They have done an awesome job on this video. Granted, yes, it did take a long time to get, but it was definitely worth it. They really have been honest with us and fully open and transparent about everything. I am super excited for the future of this game. And I am also very glad bigger YouTubers like Open World Games and PSI Syndicate market have brought people's attentions back to this game, because this game could well be one of the best games ever made, and the only thing that could really kill it is the lack of people playing it. And I'm sure even more bigger YouTubers and streamers like Frankie, Mr. Moon and Lyric will do videos on them as well. Just from this video, I am now fully confident that devs can make this game great. 9 people have been working on this, actually less than that, because most of the dev team have been working on the town square while only a few people have been working on this apartment customization. I am super excited for this game, like I said, and to the new people subscribing, thank you very much, because I have definitely seen a difference in traffic for this game, and hitting over 100 subs in one day is pretty mind blowing. It sounds cringy, but thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I would literally be nowhere without you all. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and tell me in the comments below if you are hyped for this game, because I know I am. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.